Oh yeah, get ready for a video of me driving this thing into the woods where we are now.
Inbound to the game lands, coming into the woods. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we're driving into the woods, literally into the woods. We are at Gamelands number 57 down in Lopez, Pennsylvania. Doing a job out here, doing some land clearing. This is the particular site where the public is not allowed to go on the game lands, and it is pretty deep into the woods. Not as deep as where we're going today. It's not as deep as where we normally go, because we're doing multiple different blocks here on the site. And as you can see, the road has been pretty tore up from the rain. It gets tore up from the trucks. And it's a very, very bumpy ride. There's a spot that we go 8 miles from where we just started back into the woods. Today we're only going to go about 5, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't been back here in a couple of weeks. The last time I came back here, this truck didn't want to make it up the hill. This truck has an N14 Cummins in it with about 450 under the hood, but it does not have full lockers, so it doesn't have the power to pull up the hills when it's wet and muddy. I just lose traction and start to spin. And when you're stuck on a hill, an incline, where there's a cliff on one side and a mountain on the other, which you'll see here soon, can't roll backwards loaded. So you have to get the skidder, which is a machine that pulls logs, if you don't know what a skidder is, and they got to push you up the hill or pull you up the hill. The problem with the skidder on this road is it tears it up, and they don't like it when the skidder comes on the road. So I don't usually go back into the woods unless we are, where there's not a lot of crazy hills, because we're on the game lands. Yeah, it is messy back here today. Oh my God! Ugh. All right, so I'm just gonna shut up now. Enjoy the ride. Literally driving a truck into the woods. Oh God. Truck inbound. We're coming up to block number 1 soon here. deer. Come on, deer, wake up. There's no cell phone service out here. I have AT&T and I never usually have a problem, but out here, woo! I need to get a WeBoost for this truck. Gotta get a WeBoost. Because we're using a GoPro and it's got the image stabilization on, so you probably don't see the truck shaking back and forth as bad as it really is. There's a lot of potholes, a lot of ruts, a lot of tight turns. And yes, I am new at this. From what I hear, this is nothing compared to what we normally do. This is a cakewalk. The only problem is those when you go further back, 8 miles back into the woods, it gets really tight and really steep. And when it's muddy and wet, this truck does not like it. The day that I got stuck on the mountain, I was literally shitting my pants. I was like, yeah. One of my buddies is like, put it in 4 low and send it. I'm like, okay. Because you come off a bridge, and then there's a steep, a very sharp 90, and then a long, straight up thing, straight up a hill. It's really steep. So you can't really get a running start at it. So I put it in 4 low and sent it, and the truck lost power, went, and I was like, damn it, I'm stuck. So I tried to put it in low gear and crawl up, but on such a steep grade, trying to get the truck to move forward I almost burnt up the clutch. The second time I went back in there, I was like, listen, I didn't have enough power. Oh, try and use a lower gear. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I put it in freaking like first gear, like low. Not low gear, but first gear. And I went nice and slow. I had plenty of power. Had my interlocks on. And I was doing fine until I hit the mud and lost traction and then got stuck again. But the first time I got stuck, oh man, let me tell you, the truck was on an angle, and I was like, man, maybe I can back down. And I'm like, no, they told me not to do that. And then the truck started to slide backwards, and I'm like, oh God, this thing's gonna fall off the cliff. But I was nervous and scared. Oh my God, let me tell you, I was really like, oh shit. And there's no cell service. And the guy in the loader, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles back, I could barely hear him on the CB. And he wasn't picking up. I'm like, oh, Chase. The guy's name was Chase. I'm like, help me please. And I'm like, shit, if I gotta walk all the way down this hill, back to the loader, back to the chipper, I was like, and it was raining, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare. Thankfully, about 10 minutes later, he heard me, and I'm like, send the skidder, quick, please, I'm sliding. He's like, oh, you'll be all right, don't worry about it. It ended up being all right, but my boss doesn't like when we bring this truck, or any of the trucks, this deep into the woods, because it gets a little sketchy, especially when they're not really made to come back here. These are road trucks that we beat the shit out of. Now the other guys have newer trucks with full lockers and like 700 fucking horsepower, so they can handle it. Inbound game lands coming over the second bridge. Yeah. See, these little bridges are really tight. So you gotta be careful. Thread the needle, thread the needle, thread the needle. Oh, easy. Oh! Easy, girl. Where the hell are they today? Now, I don't know if you can tell, off to my left is a cliff down into a creek. To my right is the mountain going up. It's really pretty if you look down. See the water running. It's good times. Now, like I said, I got to the landing where we started the video, and my buddy was like, "Nope, there's no loaded trailers. Go back in the woods. Go get live loaded." I'm like, "Oh shit! Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, easy. Oh. Easy. So crazy with the Jake brakes and the train horn, it just echoes in the woods. Like just. And I don't want to hear nobody in the comments, "Oh, blowing the horn early in the morning." But we're in the game lands. There's nothing out here. Nobody is out here except the bears and the deer and us. Oh God, I don't even know if the guys are out here yet. I have no clue. Anybody's got a copy. Anybody got a copy on the loader? Anybody here yet? No, I don't think so. Oh God. Turning my squelch down a little bit so I can reach a little further. Yeah, see, these turns are really narrow. You gotta watch your trailer so it doesn't go off the ditch. I got a picture of one of the trucks that went off the side with the army truck that we use. So we use an army truck that like a deuce-and-a-half army truck to pull the trailers in and out of the woods like this. The army truck, I think, is broken at the moment, and that's why we're driving back into the woods. And the thing that sucks, see the spot right here to the left? The thing that sucks is when you're doing this is, you gotta get on the radio and you gotta be like, "Hey, I'm coming in." But if there's a guy coming out, yeah, there's not a lot of room to, matter of fact, there's no room. There's only a few spots where you can pull off and let the guy go by and then keep on going. But if a truck came around the turn right now, yeah, I'd be backing up. And backing up where there's a cliff to your left and a cliff to your right going up, it's not fun backing up. So that's the challenging part of this job. Waterfall to my right, that was really pretty. I gotta get more GoPros on different angles here next time I come back here. Coming up here shortly is block number 4. That's where we were a couple of weeks ago. And I was able to make it up that hill empty to get loaded and then come down it no problem. It's when we were at block number 8, which is literally 8.5 miles down this road. From the start, from the time we started the video, 8.5 miles back into the woods. That's how far back we are. And like I said, the guys keep telling me, "Oh, this is nothing, this is a cakewalk." Now coming up here on the right is block number 4. Look here to your left, right after this next tree, you'll see some tire marks in the dirt there going off the cliff. That's where the guy in the army truck was going a little too fast and he slid the damn trailer almost off this cliff here. Now these guys... Anybody got a copy? I don't know where they're at. That hill to the right was block number 4. it starts to get sketchy. A little more sketchier than before, because it's getting tighter now. I hope that I hope I see the chipper soon, because I don't want to go down that hill and get stuck. If you look to your right, I don't know if you can see it or not, but those are the trees and everything that we're taking down. Oh shit. Thankfully the road isn't too wet right now. It's just damp. If I have to go down that hill and then come back uploaded, I'm just gonna have to try third gear, high side maybe, I don't know. Hopefully I don't lose power and or traction. But they said that they're not all the way back. They said they're like block number 6, I think, or something. I don't know. Oh, and the other thing that sucks about coming back here is it gets flipping muddy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Easy, girl. Easy. I see a truck behind me. I don't know who that is. Might be Ronnie. Pickup truck, service truck. Let him come around me next time I get a spot. Big spider web I just drove through. Another one. Just driving through spider webs. Yeah, it's starting to get muddy. See, this is not good. Not ideal, as the wise man once said. And I just cleaned my truck too. This is where it starts to get a little sketchier. Okay, hold on, let me. Follow him back since he knows where he's going. Guess I should put it back in gear. I think that was Chase. Might be Albert, I don't know. But yeah, if you look to your left, it starts to get steeper and steeper, and then eventually it drops down into the creek bed about 100 feet down. I mean, if I fall off the cliff, the trees will catch me. But, yeah. I'm not going to tell you how much they load our trailers with, weight-wise, but let's just say it's heavier than it's supposed to be. By just a smidge. And you don't want to be, oh my god, so fucking far down into that creek bed. Oh shit, easy, 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 oh, easy. Jake brakes are just echoing off the mountain. Time I do this, we'll put the GoPro out on the hood itself. you don't mind this video being as long as it's going to be. You know, I think we're already at like 10 minutes. I don't know, I can't really see the timer. See, I'm in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I'm in 4 low right now. Cruising along empty. When you're loaded, I usually go you know, a little bit slower than I'm going now. Hopefully we're right here. Ah, yes, we're right here. Thank God. See, you see that hill right there? You see that hill? That hill right there to my left. That's where the shit starts. That's where it gets hairy, down there. We're right here. Thank the Lord. Alright, we'll be right back.
Okay, we're gonna end this video with a little chipping action. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. Hit the like button on your way out.